What's this? Film producer says that Hollywood VIPs are leaving California. What? What? Noni, noni. Noni, noni desu ka? Why? How could this happen? I mean, did you notice that Hollywood speaks with one voice? You hear an actor's opinion and it's literally the same like every other actor. All of them are progressive, forward-thinking individuals. Why are they leaving California? Like, California is exactly what they want. Is the most progressive state in the United States. I mean, let's see. If it comes to gun control, you want to be in California to feel safe, right? If it comes to higher taxes so that the rich can pay their share, this is what all Hollywood actors want and support. Why would they leave California when it does just that? Defund the police. Yes, cops are bad. You want to be in California? California. Yeah, it's a great progressive place, isn't it? Social justice. Oh yes, I mean that's where all the big corporations are, where Silicon Valley is with their terms of service pushing social justice. Open your anus because the social justice trade is coming. Why are they leaving California? Fascinating, right? According to film producer Ryan Kavanaugh, the ongoing exodus of Hollywood and business bigwigs from California has been facilitated in large part by the failed political policy. I don't think they're failed at all. I think it's exactly 100% what Hollywood actors want. All of them are Democrats. Every single one, with very few exceptions. You can count on your finger how many right-wing actors there are, and usually they're ostracized. And even the actors that choose to be apolitical and don't speak out on politics, they get the stink eye as well. The founder of Hollywood production company Relativity Media, whose credits prior to this departure include Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift, Scott's Pilgrim vs. the World, and other crap I haven't seen, is providing some insight into the rising exit of celebrities from the Golden State. Why are they leaving it? I thought this is the place they wanted to create. No wonder people are saying that wokeness is a class conflict. Because if you're rich, you get to make money out of wokeness, holding speeches and going around and getting your Oscar and talking about social justice. And then when things go really bad, you don't have to deal with it. You can just leave. Unfortunately, if you're like a normal person who isn't wealthy, who isn't part of the Hollywood elites and the 1%, you can't leave. It's expensive to leave. I personally, if I had to leave my town, it would be a huge sacrifice. But other people aren't as lucky as I am. So clearly, if you're not wealthy, if you're lacking money, leaving is very difficult. But it's very interesting. In my opinion, every single Hollywood actor that left California now should never talk about left-wing politics ever again. They should, come up and say, okay, we did a mistake. We done goof. But no, they're going to have the exact same idea as, global warming is really bad. Okay, well, California requires truckers and requires ships to have standards when it comes to pollution. They're taxing pollution and why aren't you staying in California? Why are you living? You're probably going to go on your yacht and your private jet so that you can show the world how much you care about global warming, Mr. Actor. Yes. Nothing that he was continually losing ever more faith in California leadership on the issues of homeless crime, business support. Kavanaugh told the outlet that I grew up here. I grew up in Brentwood. And I was allowed to be on the streets. Now I would never let my kids alone. Wasn't it recently, and by recently I mean a couple of months ago, that Lady Gaga's dog walker got shot? And he didn't get shot because they knew it was Lady Gaga's dog. No, like they saw a breed dog and they thought they could make money off of it. So they thought that taking the life of another human being is justified. Luckily, the guy survived, but it was 3 of them, and the dog, like, if you don't have a pedigree attached to it, is probably worth $1,000. So $1,000 divided by 3, that's how much they care about another person's life. And that's, if I'm not mistaken, in Hollywood, actually. It was in a good place, in a good neighborhood. Yeah, so now they're leaving. Now that the shit is coming to them, now they're leaving. And they're not going to change their opinions, by the way. They're probably going to bring their ideology upon other people to mess with other people's lives. Oh yeah, defund the police. Oh my god, there's crime. Okay, let's pack up and go. By the way, defund the police over here as well. Yeah, no, this should be breaking news. It should be #1 news everywhere. But anyway, Kavanaugh then argued that the newly concerned elites are only now noticing the consequences of city and state governments' growing leniency towards crime and their lack of attention towards the state's ongoing homelessness crisis due to the lifting of the pandemic lockdown orders. By the way, how many times do actors even talk about the homeless anymore? It used to be cool, but now it's not trendy. Now you need to talk about the marginalized communities, right? I mean, the homeless aren't cool. You don't have a homeless problem. Just ignore it. It will go away. I absolutely loved the last time they did the Oscars. They actually had the police round up all the homeless people from a nearby train station and kick them out so that the actors don't get the faces on the street looking at them. I mean, why would they look at poor people, right? And then they go on the stage and they take the Oscar and they talk about how much they care about social justice and equity and all of that. Very beautiful. I mean, that's why they're actors. They're acting, right? Horrible people putting up the mask of beautiful and good citizens and compassionate citizens. Yeah, that's what an actor does. He's acting. They say, do you see what's going out there? Well, it's been there for years. So I guess like this is the only important part of this article. You get some insight. It's like even the Hollywood actors don't like what's out there. And apparently it's been going on for years. Yeah, I guess it was going on for years, but not in your neighborhood, right? If you don't see it in front of you, it doesn't happen. Kind of like the supply shortages in the United States. Like someone posts a picture of their mall or of their convenience store. It's like, look, empty shelves. And they're like, oh, well, it doesn't happen with my store. So if it doesn't happen in my store, it doesn't exist. Okay, fine, whatever. He also expressed concerns over both the potential economic fallout awaiting the state's economy and the loss of a seat in Congress thanks to the population loss. If we lose Hollywood, we're going to end up with a pretty bad economy. Man, you already lost Hollywood. I'm just saying. I mean, there is zero creativity coming from Hollywood. Everything is a sequel and a remake. Name me one original movie. I'm not talking even about like name me a good movie. I mean like give me an original title that came out of Hollywood recently. It used to be the cultural hallmark of the world. It used to have international renown. Now it's like, oh, well, it's a Hollywood movie, I guess. Whatever. You know, when did South Koreans release something else? At least they release good stuff. When's the new Squid Game coming up? Governor Gavin Newsom at the site of the LA train theft. What the hell is going on? We look like a third world country. Yeah, maybe defunding the police is a bad idea. I don't know. I'm not an expert. You know, but I might be saying. I'm not implying. I'm just saying. Maybe police has a role. Maybe you know. Oh, but it came from. Okay, fine. What about those psychologists? Because they said like we're going to defund the police, but we're going to have like psychologists and an army of social workers. Where are they? Are they not doing a good job? Where were the social workers when the train got robbed? Anyway, right, so I thought this was an interesting insight into what's going on at Hollywood. And let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.